All right, man. Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson no longer is a starter in Indy. The Colts will rely on a 39-year-old Super Bowl winning quarterback down the stretch. And there's another question. Who will win the NFC East? Oh, it's going to be down to two teams, man. And we got the picks for week 9. I got the episode. I got the rock star. And I got the OG. Let's talk some football. Let's start the damn show right here on the Sports Talk Show.
Can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah, so what's up? I told her move over, enough of that mediocre. I've been the man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer, ayy. Lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine, don't you get it confused. I'ma win again, yeah, that's all that I do. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me.
All right, man, it is now November, month of November. And we thank you so much for being here with us and watching the Real Sports. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and we are your destination for real analysis and real opinions on the NFL, man. We say the stuff that Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp and them others don't say. We keep it real around here, man. We keep it real around here. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to our sponsors over at SeatGeek. Remember SeatGeek, man. You get 10% off. Get $10 off any purchase. Get 10%. I can't even talk today. $10 off any purchase, $250 or more. Use that promo code Real2Sports. And over at Bonfire, man, the official home of the Real to Sports store, man. We got t-shirts. We got hats. We got hoodies. Show them, Rock, what we're working with, Rock. Show them what we're working with, Rock, over at the Real to Sports store. Got the hats and all. Got it all right here, baby. All right here. And also, man, check out our new cool design, man. We got mental health t-shirts over at Bonfire, man. Shout out to Bonfire. They've been good to the show, good to the podcast. And again, man, mental health. We got brand new off the press mental health t-shirts. Mental health, man. I'm telling you, man, we got to support that thing right there. So mental health is definitely getting represented up in here. So go check all that cool stuff out, man. Click on the link in the description box below this video, man. We got all that there. Also, man, big shout out, man, to Sunny Wellness Insurance Company. You can get your affordable health insurance over at Sunny Wellness Health Insurance Company. And if you don't have insurance, that's fine, because Mr. Tyler Ellis will get you right. So shout out to the good friends over at Sunny Wellness Insurance Company. Shout out again to Mr. Tyler Ellis is watching the show. Shout out to you. Thank you for your support on the Real Sports Podcast. All right, man. I got the dogs in the building. I got the three wise men. The three wise men, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Duval is in the building. Always. Duval is in the building. He represents the Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. And also the defending world champion, Boston Celtics. Boy, shout out to them C's, boy. Them C's is running wild in the NBA again. It is Rockstar Rock in the building. Rockstar. What's up, Rock? My man's rocking.
Yeah, doing today, people.
All right, baby. Let's get this, man. I got the OG. Got the OG. He's a legend. Oh, that man right there is a legend. That man got a paper trail long as Wendover. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Skull. 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 I still believe in him. Still believe in him, baby. Yes, sir. The Real Sports NBA trivia champion. He is the legendary Q-Dog.
What's going on, people? Is glad y'all are able to tune in today on this beautiful fall day. We noticed that we're getting halfway to the NFL season. We're at the halfway point. Some of these teams out here were approaching the deadline, and they are selling, and some are buying. Our team is buying. We already bought this week. We bought an offensive tackle, left tackle from my co-host, my co-partner.
We got you.
And but we won't get them. So, because my boy Darius all went down. So we got one of the best in the business as free agency. But we can plug and play him. And so some of you teams out there still selling. We're looking to get a couple more before Tuesday's deadline. Another thing that my boy, finally, he's back. Son, number 87, one of the top tight ends in the league, TJ Augustin, baby. We're coming back. We're going to get that middle plugged up. And yes, sir, the band is back together. Three amigos, and we're ready to do some damage. We're finna take this halfway point on and move forward. So, Detroit, we're coming for you. Green Bay, we're coming for you. Let's keep this division tight. The battle in NFC, let's go. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Let's get that horn going. Let's get it. Yes,
The Vikes, baby. The Vikes is in the building.
We traded them Cam Robinson.
Yeah, I see.
Intentional pick.
Yeah. Damn.
Appreciate that one. Need that one back.
Man, that damn Quasi be on the move, bro.
Yes, sir. He's a willing dealer, bro.
That boy jump on everything he see, boy. He gets it.
He ain't through you. Got a surprise move coming for you by Monday or Tuesday, baby.
You hear that, Telesco? Take notes, motherfucker.
What's up? I'm the swarming when it comes to this.
No, that's right. Last but not least, man, I got the pioneer of this establishment, the day one. Q call him a Vikinator.
Yes, sir.
He is a heel.
Go ahead.
Still steady strong, though, representing the three-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. The host of On the Mark, man, bring that college football to us every single Tuesday. He is the Riddle Sports Wrestling Trivia Champion. This man is a wrestling library. He is the very talented and Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, people? Now that we're done talking about overrated teams like the Celtics and the Vikings, who cares about those guys? I have to give a very special shout out to the greatest school on God's green earth. Happy homecoming to the Oklahoma State University, baby. Happy homecoming to all the Oklahoma State alumni out there. Hope y'all have a safe and fun homecoming weekend. Let's go. Let's get it, Oklahoma State.
Let's go. Cowboy it up.
Yes, sir.
Cowboy
up, don't stay cowboy.
Mayor Stillwater.
That ain't work out. That ain't work out in Boston. They trying to ruin it.
Yeah, they got to work. They got a World Series. They got a World Series. Huh? Yeah, we say Rob.
I said Mark the Mayor of Stillwater.
Oh, hey, bro, you gotta know it. I don't know. They low key tried to kick me out after my pick last week. It was like, you supposed to go with Mason Rudolph. Didn't do it, man.
Mason Rudolph, bro. Oh my God. I mean, I like Mason though, but
yeah.
Hey, you made the right pick because the Titans got blown out. So you made the right pick.
Yeah, you got nothing to work with, bro. You got nothing to work with. But speaking of the AFC, we're gonna get this thing started. And why not? Let's get this thing started, man. Speaking of the AFC South, oh boy. one guy that is in the media right now and getting slammed left and right by athletes all over the world is Anthony Richardson, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. This is headline that Colts head coach Shane Steichen has benched Anthony Richardson for going forward, and most likely it's going to be end of the season for him. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson made waves on Sunday when he told reporters he subbed himself out for a play because he was tired. He was tired. On Monday, head coach Shane Steichen said he addressed the situation internally. He said, we had a conversation about it this morning in the quarterback room, which I keep private. But obviously, in those situations, he knows on those type of deals, you can't take yourself out. He also said the Colts were leaving open the possibility of Joe Flacco and not Richardson serving as the team's starting quarterback this week against the Minnesota Vikings. It has not been a great season for the second-year quarterback, despite an enticing suit of physical tools at his disposal. Richardson has thrown for only 958 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions in 6 games, completing these numbers are terrible. Completing an unseemly 44.4% of his passes while taking 9 sacks. He's also rushed for 242 yards and a touchdown. And while the Colts are 3-3 in his starts, Flacco finished a Week 4 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Injury has been an issue for Richardson for a second straight season. He was sidelined for 2 games after suffering an oblique injury in the Week 4 win over the Steelers. That was the 4th time in 8 games that Richardson left the game early due to injury. Prior early exits were caused by a bruised knee and concussion in weeks 1 and 2 of the 2023 season, respectively, followed by a season-ending shoulder injury in week 5. If I think I can get away with it. I want to play some of what he said. Yeah, and I'm gonna turn this thing up so you can hear it. This is what he said in the press conference. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That was a lot of money right there, but I did. And, I don't think I was gonna be able to go that next play. So I just, so saying I just needed a break right there.
A break. So this is what I was really intrigued at this. So this is what Damian Woody said on Get Up. This is what Damian Woody said. He went in.
Okay, let me speak to the camera. Bro, I'm a former offensive lineman. We don't get breaks. They're sitting blocking for you every single play to protect you. Okay? And you're gonna sit there and gonna tap your and ask out of the game. You need to get your conditioning up. I don't know what I can't even wrap my mind around the fact that you're asking out of a game. You must be grossly out of shape, or something else must be going on. But I don't have the luxury as an offensive lineman to tap my helmet to get out of the game. What the hell was that, Rex? I don't understand. I mean, this actually happened. It actually happened. Can you imagine? Like, I've been around this game all my life. All right, literally. I've never seen a quarterback have to tap out of a freak. Are you kidding me? Like, this doesn't happen. It's not possible. This actually has to be a guy who's got to drag off. He thinks it's acceptable. Yeah. What makes you think this is acceptable, kid? Is it the fact that
it's a 2-minute thing, but boy, did they ever go in on Anthony Richardson? So in this, oh man, goodness gracious, man. Woo! I never seen nothing like this in all my years of watching football. So I'm gonna go to the podcast panel, and ladies and gentlemen, these guys they're gonna give you what they think of it. And let's start off with Mr. Episode himself. Get him.
This is unprecedented, and quite frankly, one of the most dumbfounding moments I've ever witnessed in all my life as a sports fan, but especially as a football fan. There are errors on both sides that led us to this point. Let's start with Anthony Richardson, man. That's just completely unacceptable. You're the franchise quarterback of this team. You were a top 5 draft pick. Obviously, this team believes that you are the future of their team and of their organization. And there are only 31 other men outside of yourself in the whole world who have the privilege of being a starting NFL quarterback. That is something that is incredibly rare and something that is very prestigious. And a lot of times when you see dudes, it's why they have a hard time hanging it up at the end. Once you get a hold of something like that, you never want to let it go. And for dudes to be out here fighting, scratching, and clawing their whole lives to get the opportunity that you have to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and you tap out because you're tired, that is completely unacceptable, man. I've never played in the NFL, never got anywhere close to it. I only played only played football in high school. And during the summer months when we were doing our off-season workouts, coach would always push us hard, especially towards the end of practice. He's like, when you're tired, that's when things matter the most. When you're tired and it's late in the game, it's late in the fourth quarter, and your team needs you to get down the field so we can spike the ball and get in field goal range to go ahead and win the game, that's when you have to be at your best. You can't have the mental mistakes. You can't be lagging behind, trying to catch your breath. You got to be able to perform even when your body's saying, hey, I'm tired. So if that's something they're instilling us in high school, I know without a shadow of a doubt they're instilling that to you in the NFL. So you, Anthony Richardson, you're going to have to learn from this and try to grow from it. I hate to say it, but I think this moment is going to follow him for the rest of his career. Even depending on what he does, it can either remain a bad thing where people always say, man, he tapped out in the game and they're going to clown him and hold him for that. Or it could turn into a joke. He could go on and have a great career, win a Super Bowl, win an MVP or something, and then that's just a punchline joke when they're inducting him in the Hall of Fame or whatever. So the ball is in his court and whether or not this story can turn around or not. But on the other end of it, I also partially blame the Colts for putting themselves in this kind of predicament to begin with. During that pre-draft process, every single draft expert you listen to said the same thing about Anthony Richardson. He has the tools, he has the talent, but he is raw. He needs time to develop. But the Colts didn't listen to that, and they started him right away. And he's only things Anthony Richardson's been able to do is either get hurt or have a completion percentage that was lower than Jamarcus Russell, who most people consider to be one of the biggest quarterback busts of all time. You do not want to be in the company of somebody like Jamarcus Russell, especially if you're a young quarterback trying to establish yourself in the National Football League. So I would say where the Colts dropped the ball is they should have had a veteran quarterback like Gardner Minshew, like Joe Flacco, starting, letting Anthony Richardson sit, learn, and develop. So that way when he does have to go in there, he's ready to go. But at the same time, teams are under a lot of pressure to win. So maybe you don't always have time for that quarterback to develop. So in the grander scheme of things, what I would like to see happen going forward, this isn't just a problem in Indianapolis, it's a problem around the league. The NFL is not in the business of developing quarterbacks anymore. They've completely gotten away from that. Every time they draft a quarterback, it's like, okay, we need to see immediate success and we need to see it right now. You need to be having a CJ Stroud type rookie year where you're dominating your division and leading us to the playoffs right away. Not everybody can do that. That's a very special breed. So the two things that I would say to that is if you're a college quarterback, I'm gonna give you the same advice that my granddad gave me every time I go to see him when I was in school. Stay in school and learn all you can. NIL is a big help in college football. You don't have to leave early so you can go and get paid and take care of your family. You're able to do that while still being in school and in college. I would say stay in college as long as you can. Learn how to play quarterback, develop, get all the intangibles, learn how to read defenses, do all that stuff in college. So you're already ahead of the game when you get to the NFL. And from the NFL's perspective, this is a great opportunity, and I say it all the time. Y'all need to invest in spring football. You're the only major professional sports league right now that doesn't have a developmental system. Even professional wrestling has developmental territories all over the country. You have to get these guys in here. If you're taking these player prospects who are raw, who have talent but don't have necessarily the reps on the field, like Trey Lance, for example, when he was taken out of North Dakota State with barely any college experience, or like with Anthony Richardson, draft him and then send him to the UFL in the spring, bring back NFL Europe across the pond, and let them get the live game reps that they need to learn how to play the position at the professional level. Look at what that did for Kurt Warner. He literally went from playing in NFL Europe to being not only a league MVP, but a Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl champion. Without spring football, look at what the Dallas Cowboys have in Brandon Aubrey. The rest of the team ain't really hitting on much. But anytime 17 go on the field, you already know he's kicking it through the uprights. Or actual man Jake Bates up in Detroit, who literally kicked his way through a phenomenal season in the UFL last year to being the starting kicker for the Detroit Lions, kicking game-winning field goals week after week, it seems. So NFL, you can help yourselves and help your players. Invest in spring football and turn that into your developmental system, not just for quarterbacks, but for coaches and referees. That way, when they do get to the NFL, the product is better, and you have better coaching, you have better quarterback play, the games are more exciting, fans are going to tune in, there's going to be more money in your pocket, so it's a win-win all the way around, in my opinion. Invest in the development of your young players in NFL.
Like a farm system, again, like basketball, baseball.
Got the G League or MLB. League, you got the minor league system.
Yeah, the minor league system. Okay, yeah. I wish they did, man. That's a good idea. That's a real hell of a good idea. Q. Old school. Give it to me.
Well, I tell you what, it's really tough to speak on this subject. I think a lot of African quarterbacks that's coming into the league or playing college football have an aspiration of being a quarterback. I think you need to look at the history of the African American quarterback. I think they're coming up with a show with a lot of African quarterbacks. They're talking about the history. We need to take full advantage of that because we had a deep history to the point where they felt like that we was too dumb to play this position. I was fortunate to be around when this was going on. A lot of black quarterbacks didn't get an opportunity to play this position because of what they thought of us. To me, when you say something like that, and when you say you're tired or something like that, I mean, to me, you disrespect the history of the African American quarterback. Shout out to Doug Williams for the moment that he was in the Super Bowl. He got the opportunity to represent the black quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he got knocked down in that game. And they was coming to call him, get him off the field. And he knew in his mind, he said it himself, he knew in his mind, if I don't get up, we, not me, we will never get the opportunity to be able to be in this position again. He didn't get up for himself. He got up for people like you, Richardson, and people after you, Richardson. That should mean something to you if you study the history of the African-American quarterback. That being said, I really feel that it's just terrible to have the leader of your team to speak these words. And if I'm any other kind of player on this team, I'm looking at this like, this is supposed to be my leader, and he say he tired. You are tired, and you're supposed to be my leader. It's supposed to get us to the Super Bowl. This is the guy that they invested, they drafted, they invested in. And I understand, I get the wrongness, and I get everything you're saying, that what they said about him and everything, but I just can't overlook the heart. I just can't overlook the heart. I mean, this is a game that you played since you was a kid. You knew that this is where you wanted to be. You finally got the opportunity to get in the league, a team that drafted you and invest so much in you. And not only just the team, the managers, the general manager, the front office and everything, your teammates. Because you felt selfish at that moment and thought of yourself. And so this is a terrible thing. Not only this is just terrible for Anthony Richardson, this can be terrible for the African American quarterback that's coming up behind him. They have to start doing more evaluation. You know, they got to go more in depth into the mind now. Because since you make this statement, who to say that other African-American quarterbacks coming after you don't think like you? Now, I don't know if you felt like you were playing the PlayStation, you put on pause and go in there and take something to eat, or use buying fruit, but this is not the PlayStation. This is the American football NFL, baby. These are real men. So for you to make a comment like that, I really feel that you just thinking about yourself. You weren't thinking about, you just think about Anthony Richardson. You don't care about nobody else. And to me, if I was any kind of player that had skills or talent, I'm headed for the hills, man. I don't want to play for this dude. I don't want to play with this dude no more because I don't know if I'm out there fighting hard enough to get open, to get yards and rushing hard, that where your mindset, where you might quit at me in one point in the game. That we need a championship drive. You don't want to get it. You want to come. That says a lot about you. I don't know if I can ever forgive that if I was a player. I don't think I can. I can't look at you the same. I can't look at you as the man that's supposed to be the Moses to take us to the promised land. I can't look at you like that no more. What you did. And to me, it doesn't surprise me no more. These things like this with this younger generation, things they say and do today don't surprise me. Really don't. To me, it's softness. To me, you know, it's not being tough. It's a selfish act where you just don't care about nobody but yourself. I'm an Anthony Richardson. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if I don't want to play, I don't want to play. If I'm tired, I'm tired. What about everybody else that's out there on that field? What about everybody else that comes to practice every day? What about them? What about everybody else on the 52-man roster? What about everybody else on the practice squad? Oh, you gonna say something like this? This is the first time I heard something like this in NFL history. I've been watching this game for a long time. I know some players that they out there with a broken arm, with the broken fingers, tape my fingers together. They used so much tape back in the day, it was pathetic. Yeah. Because they didn't want to come out the game. Yeah. But you want to come out because you're tired. Let me use myself as an example. You know, I went to school to get a biotechnology degree at 50 years old for 5 straight years. 5 straight years. I didn't quit. Many times I wanted to quit, but this is something I wanted. I know we're talking about two different things, the same principle though. Yeah. That was the goal I was trying to reach. It should have been a goal you're trying to reach to get to the Super Bowl. I was trying to reach to get a degree. And so my college mates, younger than me, whole lot younger than me, man. But it didn't matter. Age don't matter, man. It was the mind. It's all about this up here. It's all about this, bro. All about that. Sir. So I was willing to pioneer my way through days of tiredness, working 8 hours, going to a school, sitting in the classroom for 3 hours. Damn right I was tired. But I couldn't quit. You quit. You quit, man. Those words are unacceptable, period. No way. No way. There's no way. And I am really surprised at you. A young upcoming talent. I wouldn't blame the players one bit if they want to grab their parachute and get the hell up out of there. Because to me, I couldn't trust you, bro. Be honest with you, I couldn't trust you. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, maybe I'm not going to make excuses for you. I can't make excuses for that. Because quarterback, you're the quarterback, you're the leader. The leader supposed to go down with the ship. Man, you're on the airplane, go down the first one, jump off the pilot. Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. No, you're the leader. You are the leader of this team, man. And it's just a shame. And like I say, not only to position that you put African-American quarterbacks that's coming behind you under another scrutiny of being an interview. Because they want to know where your mind at. They could have the same kind of mindset as you. And they might not have that kind of mindset. But you put them in that position. You don't think about nobody else. You didn't think about the African-American quarterback before you, and you're not thinking about the ones behind you. Mm-hmm. And what you're putting them through. It's a shame. It's a terrible. Like I say, I just don't not surprise me about this generation. It really don't. I'm looking for more stuff to happen because when it comes to having heart and integrity and being a winner, those things that used to mean something is out the door, and it's just selfishness. It's sad to see, not only maybe in football, just in other things. And I just really hate for any African-American quarterback that's coming up wants to get into the desire to be a champion, even from part one on, to know that this man has put something on your plate to deal with. You know, and I just like I said, man, if I was playing for that team, I'd head for the hills. I really would. I can't play with this man, bro. Can't do it.
Where you gonna go?
I'm not gonna put it on. I'm not gonna put it on you for age. I'm not giving this man no excuse. It's the heart. Your heart, bro. You ain't got no heart. I can't deal with no man that ain't got no heart. And I'm trying to get you the championship. You ain't got no heart. No, bro. That ain't gonna happen. Can't do it. No, I'm moving on. But sad situation. No, hell no. That sad situation. I hate it for the players. The Indianapolis Colts. Keep fighting, doing what you do. But if any chance you get the hell up out of there, get away from that man. Anybody got the skill aspect, go somewhere where you appreciate it, where that you can win a championship without somebody that you know that you can count on. Clearly, you can't count on this man.
Are you talking about a place like Minnesota?
We can go anywhere you want to go.
I thought he was trying to make a sales pitch for Minnesota.
No, I'm not trying to make a sales pitch. I'm just saying go anywhere, get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there because, you know, you clearly, man, I mean, I played sports before. And like I say, man, if I got somebody on the team that want to quit in the middle of a game, bro, I am never going to pick your ass on my team again. I don't want to play with you, bro, because you already done showed me. You know what I'm saying? You done showed me, bro, that's it. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I tell ownership, get me out of here. It's going to be me or him, 1 to 2. So I got to go. I'm not going to waste my career dealing with someone like that. That's going to come out because they tired, man. Everybody on that team tired. What are you talking about, bro?
He's tired, boss.
Yeah, dude. Anthony Richardson, you sure no played yourself, my bro.
Yeah, he did.
And that is a definitely selfish ass act. If I ain't never seen one, I mean, you definitely you did your teammates wrong, and because you just thinking about Anthony Richardson, and man, I tell you, man, I mean, like I say, Mark, you understand? You said that they said he was raw and all this and all that, but they looked at the talent. But but that's something. The heart you can't tell until you get him in there. The heart you can't tell, and once you got him in there, now he's feeling the grapes of injuries and all this, and now the heart and the mind don't want to play the game. I wants to get out. And bro, I'm trying to tell you, this is a terrible, terrible thing in the NFL. And I hope we don't see this again in other African-American quarterbacks, or any quarterback at all. You know, we don't want to see this. I hope you don't start a trend, Anthony Richardson. Man, I wish the best for you. Moving forward, bro, you have made a terrible mistake.
All right. A man that knows the AFC South, Rockstar Rock, your take on Anthony Richardson being benched and, you know, his whole comment, subbing himself out.
Well, the one thing I will say, you know, I'm happy as a Jags fan that they got this dysfunction going on with the Colts and whatnot, and
absolutely
way our division set up. You know, we can win 2, they can drop 2, we can be right there. So I mean, either way, but I just think the optics of the whole situation was bad with Anthony Richardson because it's not like we don't see players come out for certain possessions in different positions You see the offensive, you might see an defensive tackle who didn't probably play like 4 straight reps come out. I done seen a couple players tap on the top of their helmet, but I believe the fact that him being a quarterback and the quarterback position is held at the highest regard in the NFL because that's the leader. That's pretty much the natural born leader of your team and of the franchise and things of that nature. So he holds a lot of responsibility on his back.
Who said that? Sorry, Rob. I'll just read that.
The Golden. What's up, the Golden? But go ahead, Rob. What you saying now?
So I was saying the optics of the whole situation with Anthony Richardson is just totally bad.
It is.
Him being a leader. You never see the quarterback deciding he want to come out of the game unless it's a design play for the quarterback to come out of the game, or it's a punt formation, special teams, or something like that. But I've never. It baffled me when he said it, and he was just so openly honest with. And that's the thing that's like a catch-22 in our world today. We're so freely and open to have freedom of speech, but in certain worlds, you gotta hone down what you want to say. Because he could have just said I would have appreciated it more if he'd lied. I had to tie my shoe for that play or something. So I tapped my helmet to say to come out, or I was dealing with a little injury or something. But to say that you're tired and you got offensive linemen that run up and down the field, you got defensive linemen that run up and down the field every single play, and for you to be the quarterback who has a ball in your hand majority of the game on your possession, to say you're tired, it was a slap in the face. And I do understand where Q-Dog coming from as far as with the optics of the whole situation of him being a Black American quarterback in the sports world, because we were considered to be we don't do that well on that Wonderlic test. Can this dude read a defense? Just because, like you said, the smarts brought into play. How much is his work ethic is to learn the playbook, to learn how to read defenses. If you tapping your helmet out and say that you're tired, it draws in the question of your character. It draws in the question of your work ethic. People say he has a good work ethic, but I mean, you going to war for your guys. There's 52 other guys on that roster that can say the same thing, that they tired. Let's say, for example, it's them 14, 17 play drives where you be seeing teams on them drives for like 2.5 minutes and whatnot. You don't think your linebackers that just was out there trying to stop a team from scoring 6 on them on a 17 play drive ain't tired? So, what I mean? He gotta, to me, I look at it like it showed his maturity level. And what I mean, him being a Florida Gator, I don't run that past him. Them Florida Gators ain't really, too great at the quarterback position per se. I can't even think you can name a Florida Gator quarterback that's in the elite. I mean, that was elite. You know what I'm saying? That played in the NFL. Tim Tebow wasn't elite. He had that one good year, and then they shipped him out of Denver, and then we never heard of Tim Tebow again. So, that's where the university he came from. And then that's the Colts being dumbfounded to want to win now instead of doing what they did when they really brought in a good quarterback for their organization. They did the evaluation. The guy proved that he was a winner. He proved that he was about the team. Think of the 2 quarterbacks that they had. Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning were the ultimate team guys. And when those 2 guys walked out of the door, they jumped at the first guy that they looked at that had the athleticism and the stature. But they didn't think about his character. They didn't do a deep dive into how this dude is off the field. I mean, I get he taking care of, shout out to him taking care of his moms, his brother, doing those things. You putting your family first. But when you sign up to play in the NFL, your family is second.
Yes, sir.
Your first family is them other 52 guys on the field that you suit up with on every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and now Friday and Saturdays, because they damn near having football games every day now.
Right.
So, I just say the optics of it was bad. To me, as a Jags fan, I'm happy. It's good to see them take another step back. Maybe we can take some steps forward and within our organization, and just it's just a sad look, man. It is. But Mark and Q Dog wrapped it up tremendously with their takes. So we keep it short and sweet.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is why, and I know y'all be like, hoes be blowing smoke. Y'all do. But this is why I got the best goddamn podcast panel on YouTube. This is why I have assembled one of the greatest teams in fucking YouTube right here. All three of y'all. All three. You just don't understand. I'm a fan listening to y'all. All three of y'all just really broke it down to understandable. I mean, again, I always say the same. It's like batting out the Babe Ruth. Nobody cares. Like, who cares? Like, but man, all three of y'all hit it on the head. All three of y'all hit it on the head. And I wish that brother Anthony Richardson could hear y'all. I mean, because like Q said, this is tainting his career, man. I think all three of y'all said it in a nutshell, the same thing. This is tainting his career.
You hit it on the head though, because it's going to defy. Yeah. It's going to defy his heart and his mentality within that locker room now.
Mm-hmm. I think they needed more. I think they need to do more history research on the African American quarterback. They need to know where they're coming from, so they know where they're going to. They don't understand that. It's important. We forget about things like that, and we don't talk about things like that. So they take for granted that that they'll be able to play this position and at a high level that they can. But somebody pioneered the way. Somebody pioneered for you to be in position. So if you do your history and you know that, then you respect history and you'll do your best to honor history. But when you don't know that, that's deep, man. That cuts deep. Yeah. Because he hasn't been told. He hasn't been told his history.
And not one time did you hear him say he apologized to all the other Black American quarterbacks that he represents. And that go to show you he don't know. Like,
no, he don't.
The first thing he should have done, or he should have called one of the pioneers. Man, I tapped out on my helmet. They asking me. He shouldn't even. He should have had somebody tell him just, yo, don't tell him what you really thinking, bro. It was a bad PR move. Like whoever his agent is, or whoever his PR department was, when if they agreed to allow him to go on and say he was tired, they deserve to be fucking fired, yo.
There you go. Get the fuck out of there. I agree with you.
Because he done lost them all their jobs, yo.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for Q-Dog. Like, for what you said, OG, it really made me think, have we just gotten so accustomed and so spoiled for choice that we don't have to go through what guys like Warren Moon and Doug Williams had to go through back in the day? Because a lot of dudes, especially of my age, we grew up with Donovan McNabb, with Michael Vick, Cam Newton, with CJ Stroud, like all these great black quarterbacks. It's always been there for us. We don't know an NFL where we didn't have at least one or two great black quarterbacks. Do you think maybe that's part of the reason why we're like kind of taking it for granted? Do you think that could be it?
I think it's big time. I really think that a lot of black quarterbacks that came back in the day, they was immediately converted to cornerback. Charlie Ward, for example, one of the Heisman Trophy winner, but they're gonna tell him he's too short. And he went on to have an illustrious NBA career at a point guard for the NBA, 10 years. But for a man to win the Heisman, how can you tell this man that he's too short? He won the Heisman. I mean, he got blackballed. So that's why you in order to, as the parent, your child wants to be a quarterback. Well, son, I think it's imperative that you study the history of the black quarterback. That's going to make them stronger. That's going to make them want to do better, not only for themselves, for those who did it to pioneer them the opportunity, and for them to give the opportunity for the ones that's coming behind them. When you start to think about yourself individually, you don't think. You have to think. Now, okay, then there were black quarterbacks before me. Let me do the research. Let me call out to them. Then they'll tell you about the history. You getting all this information from there. Oh, I didn't know all this. I thought we've been playing black quarterback forever. No, son. No, son. So when you do things like that, and so it makes you have the selfish act, because this young man don't know. And for him to say that, no matter what he said, that he spoke from the heart. The man was tired. He spoke from the heart. And so that he don't know that these things that you don't say to ruin your legacy, the legacy that was before you and the ones coming after you. He didn't care. He talking about himself. And so these smaller things that we think that are big, they're big. They're big. Trust me, they're big. And so now, like I say, it's the future of the African-American quarterback. Now, he don't put that out there. Now, when they get in their interviews, or no matter how they did in college, we want to test your mind further. We want to know, are you a quitter? Have you ever been a quitter in life? Have you ever quitted anything? Well, I quit my part-time job. Yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying? I quit this, I quit maybe a little small stuff. But he opened the door for that. Yeah. He did.
Yeah, he did.
And anything that anybody else does like that is going to open up the door for the ones coming behind them. They got to start thinking about that. But they don't care.
He'll walk in meme now.
Big time.
Yeah, I mean, but to answer your question,
like, dang, I can just do the Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's up there with Dwayne Wade statue now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that statue horrible, yo. We're not even gonna go there. We ain't got enough time to talk about that man statue.
I remember, it's so sad to say that I remember when Doug Williams came into the league in 1979. And I was 11 years old. But I remember when I used to get out of church with my grandmother, and that's when they had them old orange, ugly uniforms, people say back in the day. And he was amazed. I was amazed to see this tall statue of a man, like statue. He stood like the Statue of Liberty, and just so gracefully had an arm. I never seen a quarterback literally hit a receiver or a tight end. Jimmy Giles was a favorite receiver, was target. Queen the numbers the way he did. Every throw he threw was accurate. They was not ready for that man. That man, they was not ready. But if you look at the history, the reason why his arms got strong like that, because the man didn't have no running water when he was a kid. So he always had to take the waste outside. See, if you do your history, you'll understand what people call. That's how his arm got so strong. So that's what I'm saying. They don't never do their history. You take the fact that you was able for a man like that went through the way he went through to pioneer the trees, knocked out the way, so you can go through smoothly and do the things that you do. And you take for granted. You took that for granted, and you're not thinking about the people coming behind you.
Yeah.
And it's just sad to say, man. I hope he mentally really grasp that. I really think that's a good point. Like you say, T-Rock, reach out to some of the old retired black quarterbacks and let them, like the Warren Moons, when they threw them in the Canadian League and said, you're not good enough, and you put them light the league up, and then now they want you. But you went out with that 85 illustrious class, you were just as good as them. You were just as good, but you had to go to counter and throw over 80,000 yards. And win multiple championship for them to see that you can play. These things that we continue to go through, and for you, that pisses me off more. For you to say you tired. What about those ones that gave you the opportunity? They weren't tired, man, bro. I mean, bro, you don't know your history, my bro. That's the insane. You need to be taught your history.
It's three things that all three of you guys hit on, and Mark hit it with the development lead. That this is what he needs. This is what Anthony Richardson needs. Y'all just built this guy in a whole 49 minutes of conversation. I mean, Mark said about having a development lead for just all players, not just quarterbacks, for all players. Just have a development lead. That's smart as shit. Q just said you need to know your history as well as quarterbacks, not just black quarterbacks, just quarterbacks alone, for history of the game. History of the game. That's two. And then Rock hit it with the passion. You got to have passion, man. It's quarterback. You got to have passion for the game. You see that goes to show, man, you out here for the money. You're out here for the money. If I was Shane Steichen, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna tell you something. If I was Shane Steichen, he talking about he's tired. You know what I do? Tired of what? I don't give a fuck. Look, here we go. 32 hot 40, Liberty Mile 5 on 3. Go. I don't give a damn.
He ain't gonna quit. He gonna quit on you though. He gonna quit on you.
No, he ain't gonna quit on me.
He gonna quit
on me. That's right. So this is what you.
Tell you he tired. You try to throw him back on that game. That man gonna quit on you.
But that's why he's on the bench. Simple as that.
Okay, but it's like, on the bench because they let it slide. But if you try to throw that man back on the game, he gonna quit on you.
No, he's gonna quit on you. So
that's
a good move on Shane. That was a good move on Shane.
Because right, he might have played himself out of the organization, you know.
And he was doing it.
That's what they're saying. They're not giving up on him, though. That's the crazy part about it. That's what they're saying.
The reason why is because the Colts is struggling.
I'm just gonna tell you this: majority votes. So if they gonna think they're gonna say they're gonna try to save one man, and then got 52 other people telling the organization he's not the guy, they gonna listen to the other 52 people that's telling them he's not the guy.
Put your glasses on.
Because if that was true, T-Rock, then Cleveland would have sat Deshaun Watson down a minute ago. I'm just saying
they paying him too much.
It's too much
money.
That,
but I'm just saying you just said majority rules, so I'm just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Why you think Joe Flacco majority rules? They voted not to have Joe Flacco come back to Cleveland because they felt Deshaun Watson was the guy. The players didn't want Joe Flacco to come back. They wanted Deshaun Watson, and they got Deshaun Watson back this season. Injury bug hit.
That shit. I'm sorry. Fuck it. 32 hot 40, Liberty Bowl 5. Run that track.
Kellen Winslow Sr. Everybody knew about the game with Kellen Winslow Sr. in the playoffs. He could have quit.
Yeah, he would have had every right.
San Diego Chargers, but he did not.
Man, look here. If you don't run this drag route, what I'm calling you, I don't care if you tell it or not.
But gentlemen, the key thing about this,
you know the reason why he didn't quit? Because his daddy.
Nah, that was his daddy.
No, we talking about Senior. Remember that
Miami? Senior, yeah. That's a different era that you're talking about, my bro. Come on, that's a different era. That's my era.
The thing is, gentlemen, the craziest thing about
go back to him. He got to go talk to some pioneers, man.
All this shit could have been avoided.
That's gonna do him good.
All this that we're talking about could have been avoided. This would have never happened. Even if you were tired, Anthony Richardson, you had timeouts available, bro. All you would have had to do was just call a timeout. Even if you would have just called timeout and then just walked over to the sideline and talked to coach and just said to coach, yeah, I'm good. I just needed a breather. That would have been perfectly fine and none of this shit would have happened. So
it's within the context of the game. I get you. I get what you're saying, Mark. It was
Yeah. I mean, I agree with what you're saying too, Mark. But that man said, fuck that. I'm tired, period.
And that's what I'm saying. If you were tired, you could have just called timeout.
Right, but you said tired enough to go back to the game. He don't want to play no damn more. That's what he's saying. He don't want to play no more.
He said himself.
Go to your point, host. You can't strong arm these motherfuckers back in the goddamn game now. You can't do that. That motherfucker said he tired. He ain't finna get up on the center. Not no more today. He done.
Let me tell you what my boss said. Shout out to my boss, Kevin. My boss. He said, I ain't gotta fight these young boys. You know what I do? This is my power right here. Power of the pen.
Power of the pen, yeah.
Get your ass out. I can cut. This right here. This right here.
Yeah.
It gets you the hell out of here. That's right. And it's a great move. It's a great move for Shane. It's a great move for him. I totally support his situation. I mean his decision. I support it big time. I support it big time. But yeah, me, I'm a different breed. Hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, 32 hot 40, Liberty Mile 5. Let's go. Drag. That's a drag round, ladies and gentlemen. On 3. Let's go. I don't give a shit. We need this game. Let's go. That's all right. That's cool. Boom. All right. Let's send Flacco in. That's cool. You sit over there. Right. You sit over there with your tired self and you drink all the Gatorade, all the H2O from Bobby Boucher, all that good stuff. You sit your ass over there, and we're gonna let the guys that come in that want to play. That's what it is.
Well, see, the coach did a good move. When the man tell me, my quarterback telling me I'm tired, I'm sitting you on the bench, and that's where you're gonna remain all season. Because don't try to come at me later on next week or something talking about I'm ready to go, coach. Oh, hell no. I got my man out there.
I don't trust you now.
Yeah.
Devontae.
Hey, that was the
time, all right.
Ever.
I think I'm people.
Let's get the hell out of here. Let's move on. Oh boy. All right, so boy, Richardson. Boy.
Yeah, you fucked.
We gave Anthony Richardson too much time.
Yeah, we did. But here's the next question. Who will win? Who will win the NFC East? The Eagles or the Commanders? Oh, this is what Mark got the first one with Anthony Richardson, but I'm intrigued to hear what you guys think, and you guys out there that's watching. Jump in the live chat, tell us, because right now, technically, these are the two relevant motherfuckers in the NFC East.
Yeah,
the Eagles and the Commanders. I'll be damned if the Cowboys gonna come through, and boy, it got to be the luck of an Irish with a whole pocket full of 40 clovers for the New York Giants to win that division. So, Rockstar, who will it be? Who do you think it will at the end of the season? Who will rule the NFC East?
I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then I know I'm this is my hometown. I don't really go hard for my hometown, but I like the way that they got a buzz in this city. Like the buzz around in the DMV area is a good buzz. Outside of outside of all the other things that go on in this area per se. There's violence everywhere, but it's a good buzz in the city. They came out with
Redskins. See that? He said Redskins. See, I told you. Redskins, goddammit. I told you. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Like I said, I like how they organization changed. The culture is good. The people are buzzing in the DMV.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And it's time. Usually they division don't have back-to-back winners. So, the Cowboys is not going to be the division champs this year.
No.
So I think it's time to see a new face at the top of that division with the Commanders. They got a good head coach. They got some defensive pieces on that side of the ball. They got veteran guys in the locker room. Bobby Wagner, the Zach Ertz, the Austin Eckler. Terry McLaurin, still a top star in this league. So, that's what I'm gonna go with. I feel like the Eagles gonna be right there, but I feel like they gonna drop one of them games to the Commanders, and then the Commanders might end up somehow getting. I just think they gonna beat the Eagles out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I like what Jaden Daniels doing.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. I'm a big fan of him.
He the guy picked for Rookie of the Year. So.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he got that unanimous. With that Hail Mary, that's just
he won. That's what I was telling. I was telling people at the game last week. I was like, yeah, he didn't win Rookie of the Year with that Hail Mary.
Yeah. They might as well go and put him. They might as well give him the trophy now. We'll see it at the ESPYs. We'll see it. Mark, Who will win the NFC East? The Eagles or the Commanders? Redskins.
I can't. You don't feel bad about calling them by their former name. Jason Kelsey still called them that.
Yeah.
College game day, so don't feel bad there. I'm gonna disagree with my homie T-Rock. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia to win that division. And the main reason being is because I believe Washington has their quarterback. I believe they have a good head coach, and the culture there, like T-Rock mentioned, is definitely headed in the right direction. The one thing that I'm still kind of waiting on to show up and kind of like have an impact on the team and like make their mark on the season is Washington's defense. Really outside of playing against the Carolina Panthers, who are one of the worst teams in all of football, I haven't really seen them have like a dominant statement-making performance yet. And as we all know, defense wins championships. You got to be able to have a defense to be able to advance in the playoffs and win a title, especially when you start going against the creme de la creme. When you get in the playoffs in the NFC, where it's a bunch of high-powered offenses, like the one in Detroit, Seattle. If San Francisco can get healthy, their offense can be explosive. Philly's offense can be really explosive as well in your own division. So until the Commanders' defense kind of steps up to the plate a little bit, I would go with the Eagles. I trust their defense and Vic Fangio a little bit more.
Eagles. I'm gonna read something real quick before I get to the dog. This is the power rankings, and it's good to see. It's good to see. I get the power rankings. 1 through 10. Number 1, the referees, of course. Number 2, the Detroit Lions. 3, the Baltimore Ravens. 4, Buffalo Bills. 5, Minnesota Vikings. 6, Green Bay Packers. 7th, Washington Commanders. 8th, Atlanta. 9, Houston. 10, Philly. It's not bad. It's not bad, man. Not bad at all. Very impressive for Washington. It's good making the 7th in the power rankings. But Q, question for you, my brother. Who will win the NFC East? The Philadelphia Eagles or the Washington Commanders?
One thing I want to say, we just got through talking about Anthony Richardson, and now we're talking about Jaden Daniels and 2 African-American quarterbacks, and one is like night and one definitely like day. And we're going to talk about the day of Jaden Daniels, the difference, the opposites of him. I believe they have really got them a winner. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I feel like they have gotten them a winner. I knew he was good in college, and you watch some of the games and how accurate he is and the throws, the placement of the ball, and you know that he's going to be good. But let me tell you something special about that Hail Mary that I like. I actually synced that thing. I watched it. I didn't think nothing of it. When he first got the ball, minimum pass rush, he was going to try to step forward. And then he moved to the right. He looked a little bit. It didn't look right to him. So he scrambled all the way back around, back to the left. He seen the picture he wanted to see, and he seen the room that he had. And that motherfucker stepped up. I say, in my head, he's gonna launch that bitch like a fucking rocket. He done got the position where he was gonna launch that motherfucker. Boy, he stepped up, launched that motherfucker like a rocket. Yeah. And it got tipped in the back, and they caught it. And what that says to me, if I'm gonna watch that, I'm gonna watch that play after play after play, and I'm gonna see how he scrambled, how he didn't see what he liked, and he kept fighting to get in the right position to help this team win. He didn't give up. He didn't get on that right side, just slinging the bitch. Fuck it, let somebody get it. He knew that wasn't gonna be the right throw. He took his ass all the way back around, I'm going all the way back around. He kept fighting for the team. Anthony Richardson, he kept fighting. He took his ass all the way back around left, and he seen the room that he had. He said, "Oh shit, I can launch this motherfucker like I want to." He took 2 goddamn steps. That shit like it came from that fucking NASA, and he launched that bitch. That play alone is going to make everybody on that fucking team great. It's going to make everybody want to fucking play. Now you see that I got a fucking quarterback that will go to the fucking wire. Huh? Who gonna play for somebody like that? So that's going to make everybody else elevate their play. They're going to get better. I got to go with the Commanders. Got to give it to them. I got to give it to them. I got the Commanders on that. There's no damn way. They're going to get better from that Hail Mary alone. If you watch the way that man fought to get into the right position to throw that fucking ball. Like I said, he could throw it up the middle and let them go get it. Oh, hell no, this ain't the right throw. He went to the right. He could have threw it in. He didn't like the angle on that. He must have been good at mathematics. He took his ass right back around to the goddamn left. He fought, got right back around to the goddamn left. He said, "Oh shit, I got the 2 steps that I need to step on along this bitch. So I'm finna sling this mother." He took 2 steps in that shit. I said, "Oh, he finna sling this motherfucker." So I gotta give you, boy, you must took mathematics when you was in school, boy. Cause I'll tell you, that was mathematical measurement all the way in that damn play. For that play alone, you know, hype. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm proud of you. Just don't do that shit when you play us. That's all.
Oh man, that shit was lucky as hell though. That shit was lucky as hell, but hey, that's the beauty of a Hail Mary play, bro. That's the beauty of it, man. That shit fall, but oh my God.
But I'm gonna make them better, man. I really put my court.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I believe they'll split. I believe they might split, but in the end, I think Philly gonna crumble somewhere down the line. But I think at the end of the day, I think they keep playing the way they're playing. I think the Commanders are gonna win that division. You know, if they get better.
Yeah, I see that shit too. I see that shit coming. It's good to see Washington, a team that I like struggling team that's gonna struggle for years and years and finally get it together. It's a beautiful story.
Nah,
it's a beautiful story.
I disagree with you there, host. For personal reasons, I disagree with you.
Go ahead.
I can't stand when Washington good, boy.
Oh,
I don't get to hear the end of that shit, bro.
You can't stand with the Steelers. You can't stand with the Steelers.
I can't stand when Pittsburgh, Washington,
you know what I'm saying? I tell you, boy,
Minnesota. I really can't stand it with Minnesota.
You and me, Mr. Grinch.
You got 3 of them. You got 3 PhDs. He got 3 PhDs.
I know. Mark be talking about Hojo like that. Goddamn, you like that.
I just said it for personal reasons, man. My family gonna let me hear the end of it. Washington start getting good, boy.
That's the reason why. What about me though? What I got to do with it? What I got to do with it, my bro?
What I got to do with it?
Because Justin Jefferson the best.
All off season, all I heard was Justin Jefferson and the defense coordinator Brian Flores and Kevin O'Connell and get old, man. Blame D-Rec. It's D-Rec.
Did Patrick Mahomes get old to you? Patrick Mahomes get old to you?
I saw Patrick Mahomes.
You don't talk about Kansas. You don't have no hate, the degree for them, and they in your division.
What you mean? I don't have no hate in my man?
You ain't got no hate degree for them.
You picked them last week.
Not like the host do. The host got more haters than them than you do.
That's
you picked them last week.
The man that I was named after.
Thank you, T-Rock. Thank you. And you picked them last week.
Hear me out, sorry. The man that I was named after.
A division rival,
the man that I was named after. The man that my mom chose.
We 0-6. I'm picking Jags over the Texans.
I can't help it. I was named after a Kansas City Chief. I can't help it. I can't help. I can't hate on him.
You were named after Kansas City Chief. Who was it?
Brother by the name of Marcus Allen.
Oh, Marcus Allen.
Yeah, his name. He named after Marcus Allen.
He was a Kansas City Chief.
I know. That's why I'm a Raider fan.
Oh, I'm saying, why don't you hate for the Chiefs?
Because of Marcus Allen, Marty Schottenheimer, and Joe Montana.
What they got to do with now, though? I mean, I don't get.
I love Coach Schottenheimer, bro. I can't. We'll talk about it later, Q-Dog. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. I believe you got podcast player handing degree on you. That's what you got. That's what you got.
I mean, I definitely got a lot of that.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh shit. Well, y'all ready for these picks?
You know it.
Let's take a break, man. Look. Y'all ain't got no damn gear out there that's watching. Y'all better get you some gear, man. Y'all get you some gear now. Come on now. Look, here y'all go. All right, man. Shout out to Bonfire, man. Good Lord. Shout out to Bonfire. We got hats, hoodies, t-shirts. We got a new design, mental health, man. We support mental health around here, man. So mental health, man, is a very, very important thing that should be spread abroad the world. So whatever the Real Sports Podcast can do to help that cause and that awareness, we are here to do it, man. Those mental health shirts, I'm going to try to set up a fund that every purchase of a mental health shirt will go to a mental health fund sponsor, man. So trying to do good things in the world, man. Y'all help us. Y'all help us do that. Y'all help us do that down here, man. These hats too, man. Got hats. Rockstar got that fire hoodie on, son. Q getting his tomorrow, son. Mark got his Pops one, son. Y'all go get y'all some gears, huh? You know what I'm saying? Go get it, man. Go get it right here now, man. Go get it right here now. All right, man. We got the picks. Picks for week 9. Week 9. Let's go. All right, man, we got the picks. We're going to go a whole different realm. We're going to go a whole different route this week on the picks. So, without further ado, we had a tie last week. So, we got 2 kings today. They got to share the championship belt. They got to lay cool this thing for the week here. We got Young Mark and Rockstar Rock. They both are the kings of the picks from last week.
Hold on. You say that again? Mark got a co-king? It's a co-king? He's sharing that throne by himself. Oh, okay.
You got a cocaine here.
You got to put a steep aside because, you know.
Not the white stuff.
I want Boston to keep that same energy, bro.
Ooh. We got Charlotte and Boston. As they say, Boston.
You got him, go high.
I got 2 kings here. Boston here. No, Boston, as they say it. Boston. They talk funny in Boston. Park. You park your car over there in the yard.
Over there in the garden, over there.
In the garden. Yo, they on the chain. Shout out to all the fans in Boston, man. Not cracking on y'all. It's just unique, man. I love it. Oh, man. All right. So we'll start with Mark. We'll start with Rock. These, ladies and gentlemen, are Young Mark's picks. This is Ms. Mark's picks here for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Get to my thing here. Okay. Mark chose. He chose. Oh, damn. Get my stuff together here. Lord have mercy. Come on, computer. All right. Mark chose. He chose the Texans over the Jets. Fail. And then he chose the Falcons over the Cowboys, the Ravens over the Broncos, the Bills over the Dolphins, the Saints over the Panthers. What? The Bengals over the Raiders?
There's a reason why.
Reason why. The Chargers over the Browns, the Commanders over the New York Giants, the Patriots over the Tennessee Titans, the Arizona Cardinals over the Chicago Bears, the Philadelphia Eagles over the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Detroit Lions over the Green Bay Packers, the Rams over the Seahawks, the Colts over the Vikings.
Yeah, that player degree.
The Colts over the Vikings, and you got an upset here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the referees. Wow.
Tampa Bay
Okay.
Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers here. All right, Mark. So out of these picks, brother, I mean, Raiders fan, if you don't want to go there, that's fine. But I'm intrigued here, man. You didn't choose the Vikes over the Colts.
Yeah, it literally, as soon as it was announced that Anthony Richardson was getting benched for Joe Flacco, that's what pointed me in the direction of picking Indy. Got mad love for Q-Dog, but with the way Stephon Gilmore and that Viking secondary has been getting torched the last couple of weeks, and the way that Joe Flacco went down in Jacksonville and lit up the Jags defense and their secondary, how do you pick against them right now? You know, I believe he's gonna be able to sit in that pocket, dice the Minnesota defense up. So that's why I'm going with Indy over Minnesota. And then with the Raider game, it's just a lot of history behind that, host. The Raiders have not beaten Cincinnati in Cincinnati in the entire time that I've been in existence on this earth. I've literally never seen the Raiders go on the road and beat Cincinnati. I understand, Joe Burrow's having an off year, but I just got a feeling Jamar Chase going to be a little bit too much for Nate Hobbs and the boys. So I think history repeats itself, and Cincy gets that win against us.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I got some interesting picks here. All right, let's go to the other king. The other king, Rockstar Rock. Rockstar Rock. This is Rockstar Rock's picks for week 9. Rockstar Rock. He started off good, man. He got the win on Thursday. He picked the Jets over the Texans. He chose the Cowboys over the Falcons, the Ravens over the Broncos, the Bills over the Dolphins, the Saints over the Panthers, the Bengals over the Raiders, the Browns over the Chargers. Whoa! He said the Giants. And all that good stuff he said about Washington. The Giants.
What's the name? I'm going to get to that.
Okay. The Giants over the Commanders, the Patriots over the Titans, the Bears over the Cards, the Jags. I'm sorry. Oh, you chose the Eagles. Damn, I had to pause it there. The Eagles. Wow. What the hell's going on here, y'all?
I'm going to discuss
the Eagles
those
over
two.
the Jaguars. Okay. The Eagles over the Jaguars. The Packers over the Lions. The Seahawks over the Rams. Oh, he went again. He went with the Colts over the Vikings. The referees, of course, over the Bucks. And this week you have the Eagles, and it's an away game. So you go to Philly this weekend. But you wanted to get on, you want to talk about the Washington Giants and of course your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, well, reason I picked the Giants is because they dropped a close one here in Washington. Usually the Commanders and the Giants split one, and Daniel Jones seems to always come back down to earth when he plays the Commanders, no matter if they're the Washington football team, the Washington Redskins. He somehow always plays well against them. Now with the Eagles and the Jags game, my Jags I don't know who we gonna suit up at wide receiver. Christian Kirk gone for the season. My man Gabe Davis ain't really brought us no production except for that game in London. So I really don't know who Trevor Lawrence is going to throw the ball to outside of Evan Ingram. You know, rookie Brian Thomas may be banged up for this game, so don't know how much action he's really going to play and whatnot, because he's been limited in practice and things of that nature. So we got a few young guys playing in certain positions like Parker Washington, and a few of our depth guys playing in position where normally our main guys are getting those snaps and those reps. So that's the main reason I went with the Eagles. I mean, hope my team come out and show some heart tomorrow and maybe upset the Eagles. That pick wouldn't hurt me. And I went with the Colts because we play the Vikings next week. So I think they're going to drop this game instead of losing to us next week. That's the only reason I picked the Colts. I'm like, I don't know. They're not gonna lose to us.
Oh shit!
I usually don't pick against. I usually don't pick it with teams in my division. I'm picking the Texans here and there because they didn't have favorable matchups, but I usually go against teams in my division.
So this is more of a psychological thing, right?
Yeah. And I got the Vikings defense. I'm starting the Vikings defense, so maybe picking the Colts, maybe their defense can come out and get me some points in fantasy football this week.
I know that's right, bro. I like the side. Okay, I didn't understand it at first, but now I do. The psychological picks and rock. Hey, it worked for you, man, because hey, you part owner of that championship belt right now, so hey, it worked out for you. It worked out. All right, last but not least, man, we got the dog. The dog. Here's Q Dog's pick for week 9. Oh, it started off rough too. The dog, he chose Houston over the Jets. He is choosing the Falcons over the Cowboys. Sorry. Oh man, stuff in my eye. Lord have mercy. He chose the Broncos over. I didn't put that there. There you go. The Broncos over the Ravens, the Bills over the Dolphins, the Saints over the Panthers, the Bengals over the Raiders, the Browns over the Chargers, the Commanders over the Giants. Of course, I already know Q ain't gonna go with them Giants. The Titans over the Patriots, the Arizona Cardinals over the Bears, Eagles over the Jags, Green Bay, ain't that something? A Viking choosing a Packer. Never thought I'd see today. Green Bay over the Lions, the Rams over the Seahawks, of course his Minnesota Vikings over the Colts, and the referees over Tampa. All right, big dog. I noticed out of this whole weekend, you chose the Cowboys over the Falcons.
No, I chose the Falcons over the Cowboys.
Now, that was me, host.
I'm sorry. I'm tripping. What game it was? There it is, right there. I noticed you chose the. I messed up here.
Falcons and
the Broncos.
Lions.
I'm sorry. No. The Broncos. The Broncos. No, matter of fact, let's go there. Let's go Packers. You chose the Packers over the Lions because I was going to ask you outside of the show. You chose the Broncos over the Ravens. Yeah, so you see something in that? But why did you choose the Packers over the Lions? I'm intrigued.
This is another NFC North fought out divisional game. We all trying to fight to get to the divisional this title, so each game gonna count. So they're gonna play exceptionally well both sides. Man, Matt LaFleur, man, I can't never count this man out.
True.
This man right here is an offensive genius.
True.
He gets his players ready to play, and I don't look at all these 40-something point, 52-point games that that the line's been scoring, because they've been scoring on the teams that's with weak records. So we fought them, and they beat us by 2 points. So I know this will be a good fought out game. But in the end, I just think that Mike LaFleur and the Giants and the Green Bay Packers, they do enough to come through with this game, because I think overall, I just think Matt LaFleur is a better coach.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You have the Indianapolis Colts, and we just talked about Anthony Richardson, but you're going against 39-year-old Joe Flacco, former Super Bowl quarterback and former Super Bowl MVP. Joe Flacco, you're going against him Sunday night, and this is going down in US Bank Stadium, your home. What is the game plan going in against the Indianapolis Colts?
Well, the game plan is really just to run the ball. They're one of the worst running defenses in the league, on the bottom of the league. So we give a heavy dose of Aaron Jones, try to get him $150 or more, and just let him have an all-star game. That way it keeps Joe Flacco on them on the sideline, keeps this offense running. And that being said, I understand what Mark was talking about, how these veteran quarterbacks have gotten away of figuring out how Brian Flores defense, but we're missing Blake Cashman, one of our centerpieces, and we don't get no interior pass runs. But we had once we lost that Sunday against the Detroit Lions, which was that took something out of us. You know what I'm saying? That each team that played the Detroit Lions takes something out, because that's a physical team. And going into playing the short week of playing the Rams, we got caught back on our heels. So we had 10-day rest. We were able to put everything together. So I'm sure it's going to be different. And plus, my man T.J. Hawkinson is back. Now that Sam Darnold has something he never had this whole season, is a weapon across the middle. And it will be open, because everybody's following Justin Jefferson. Look for this man right here. He tweeted out whatever that tweet he put out as far as him not getting the ball in the offense, feature him to be featured more in this offense. He will get over 100 yards. They'll get him in and TJ Hawkinson in. And I really feel like, with this piece in the middle, that's what Sam Darnold has been missing. That target in the middle. TJ Hawkinson, he's 150% ready to go. And so the band is back again. Replaced Christian Davisson. You cannot never replace a Christian Davisson, but we got one of the best free agents out of the league in Cam Robinson. He'll be a plug and play, and we'll get Ingram out of there, put Donald Reisner in, and so we should solidify the game a little better. I just want Kevin O'Connell, his play caller. He's the best scripted play caller in the league. The first 15 plays, he's the best, but after that, it's a deer in headlights with him. And I just don't like. I need he get Sam Darnold holds the ball too long. He need to get that ball out of his hands quick. Get in the playmaker's hands. You need to get in the playmaker's hands, and we can make a move. And so I think we'll be fine. I know Indianapolis will make a little noise here and there, but in the end, I think we'll pull us on out.
Let me ask you a question before we get out of here, though. Is you have the return of T.J. Hawkinson now. How, if you was the head coach, how would you get him started, get him involved into the game? Because this guy coming back with an ACL injury, how would you get him more involved in the game? What would you start off as a blocker or a passer?
First pass of the game is going to him. It's got to. First pass of the game, set him up. He has to get that ball in his hand to get him to welcome back to the season, welcome back to the team, and also get this crowd. You can imagine him getting the first catch, how electrified this crowd gonna get, how loud it's gonna get. And then we know Jefferson get heels, and but we got to get this man. The first pass has to go to him. It's going to go to him. So, and that being said, put him in a rhythm. Across there, everybody gonna eat, and I think he's going to definitely eat in the middle because that space is going to be wide open because everybody fears Justin Jefferson. They're going to fall on him, put him in motion, and 2 or 3 players are going to follow him down the field. So, everybody's going to eat. That middle's going to be wide open, baby. Wide open. So that's just another weapon added in our offense. Now he has somebody else to throw to move the chain. He'll be a chain mover. So we'll keep the train moving. And so I'm just glad this man is back. I really am. Tight end play has been tough.
Skull.
Skull, Mark. Skull.
I'll be tuning in.
Yeah,
You don't know.
Hey,
You run
next
off
week, Q-Dog.
you're going to pay for that. Go.
Hey, next week, Q-Dog, for sure. Next week, it'll be Skull all day long.
What you trying to say? What's your other prediction there?
Hey, bro, next week, I might show up on here, you know what I'm saying? Might have a Justin Jefferson jersey. And
You podcast hater. You a podcast hater. I swear you will. You wrong for that. You a podcast hater.
How?
You might be the fun of a podcast. Why you can't give us no? Man, you're a podcast hater.
I just had the Philly G earlier. What are you talking about? I picked the Eagles to win the division.
You can't tell that he a podcast hater. You're a podcast hater.
49ers all the time with Devo. What are you talking about, Q-Dog?
Yeah, teach you the game, right?
You see what that happened? You see what that happened? He was kid, right? He ain't even been on the show and the team going down. You do better when you hate. Lord,
Man.
He's a podcast hater.
If teams do better when I hate Q-Dog, why the Vikings done lost their last 2 games?
Oh, damn.
Then they gonna mess around and watch. They gonna mess around and win on Sunday night.
Yeah, I'll be damn.
Yeah, that.
Podcast hater.
Tua ran his mouth and look where it got him. Out there, Flores went on the road now. You don't need nobody else talking about the
I'm going to rate them in order. Steelers, Vikings, Jaguars.
Damn.
I don't hate on the Jags.
That's true. That's true.
So
He definitely dislike y'all more than he dislike my squad.
I wouldn't put the Jags in the top 3, though. I
Shout out
put them in the top
to
3.
Deuce. You and Deuce. Q-Dog.
Yeah, shout out to the Deuce.
He despised the Steelers.
It's like the Steelers, Ravens, and Vikings.
I can't say anything negative about the Pittsburgh Steelers for the foreseeable future. So I'm suffering right now. Just know that.
He's a podcast hater.
Say you're a podcast hater.
Yeah,
gotta love it.
True.
What's the 4th degree you got?
Here.
4th degree you got? Man, you got so many degrees, boy. You better than President Obama, ain't you? Huh? You got hell degrees, though. Hey.
Well, Mark, I'm telling you, you was a professional.
That's good for you. That's why you feel like that.
A lot of heat.
Hey,
You got
man.
too much hate in you, bro. You need to stop all that.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
day
sir.
ones know Jay on the track was a legend. I'm just trying to keep the flame lit. That's all.
No,
what?
Jay on the track. That guy did Jay on the track, boy.
I'm
God
just picking
damn.
up where he left off. You know what I mean?
That dude, boy.
No,
God
you
damn.
gonna put Jay on track because he give it up. He give credit's due. You just hate him straight up.
I give credit
carry
to
the
Flores
mantle,
all the time. What are we talking about?
Who give it to the Vikings as a team?
Mark
I give y'all
Bailey.
credit from time to time.
Mock.
Time to time.
Mock.
He's a hater.
Mark A. Smith.
Oh, don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
Mark A. Smith. God
Don't
damn.
do me like that, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'd rather you compare me to Kendrick Perkins or something, bro. Don't do
I'm
that.
about to hashtag that shit, Mark. Mark A. Smith.
Why you do me like
You're
that,
not
bro?
finished. You hate the Eagles, but you just a podcast hater.
I picked the Eagles to win the division earlier. You know what
But
I'm talking about?
you be hoping they lose, though. But when they do lose, you feel
I can't win, bro. I'm just gonna always be the bad guy with these people, man. I can't
Of
win.
course you are. You are the heel, bro. Hey, Mark. I told you, man, if you was a professional wrestler, oh my God, boy. You know how much heat you have?
Well, I'll be the modern day Jim Cornette. What you mean?
Yeah, you would, bro. You'll be the goddamn Miz. You be the Miz, like
or
yeah,
for
Paul,
my
yeah. Hey, man, or some shit.
For my AEW people, I'll be Stokely Hathaway.
Oh my God.
Rock.
Hey man, y'all gotta put us on cable, man. Y'all goddamn YouTube, man. We gotta get on cable TV, man. This is good TV. Oh man. Well, God damn.
Be his headline next week. Podcast hater.
Skull Vikings, yeah. Sound the horns. Ooh, yeah.
Skull. Oh boy.
Can't spell skull without the L.
Oh. Damn. That's clever as fuck, though.
And quickly he turns from a baby face back to a heel.
Back to a heel. God be damn. Ladies and gentlemen, again, man. We hope.
I want you to continue to keep that up. I'm counting on
Only for you, Key-Dog. Only for you, man.
If I can't depend on no other hater out here, when it comes to the Vikings, I want you got a purple hater degree. I want you to keep on hating.
Oh boy.
I got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the day, man. That is our show for the day. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show, man. Please, before you get out of here, those of you watching live right now, please, man, before you get out of here, hit that like button, that thumbs up on your way out, man, for Rockstar Rock, Q-Dog, and Mr. Episode himself, Young Mark, man. Please, man, these brothers brung it, man, in the discussion. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up for them, man. We appreciate it. Remember to stop by the store. Stop by the store. Check you out some Real Sports merch, man. Check you out some merch. I didn't say this before, man, but congratulations to the New York Liberty for winning the WNBA championship, man. I'm a little late on that, but congratulations to the New York Liberty. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers on winning the World Series, man. I'm just glad it ain't the Yankees. Just glad it ain't the Yankees, man. So congratulations to the New York Liberty and for winning the WNBA title, and the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series, man. Shout out to both organizations. All right, man, we're going to get out of here. The dog.
All right, people. Glad y'all tuned in today on this glorious and we enjoyed y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the topics. We brought it to you the best way we can from our football intelligence. Like I say, we're halfway through the point of the season. Look for some big trades come Monday or Tuesday. Will Biles, Jeffrey Simmons, where you at, Tennessee Titans. We need you on the board. We're coming for you. And we're also coming for Reed, the cornerback for the Jets. You heard me. I said it on this podcast. Is pulling out the pocketbook, baby. We're coming for you. Make this championship go. Let's go. Go. Let's do it, man. Sing it next. I told you. You heard it from the dog. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all heard it from him. Y'all heard it now. Simmons or Reed. Simmons
That's right.
for the Titans and Reed for the Jets.
You heard it.
The Swarmy has spoken.
Come on, baby. I'll miss much on my picks now. Right, you know I don't now.
He hot on
yes, sir.
He hot on it, man. So, all right, man, we back at it this Tuesday when we will have all the scores. We will have all the scores and reviews from week 9. And we will have Young Mark. He will bring it. He will bring it like he always bring it, man, with college football news from on the mark, man. He's going to bring it. So come on, check out, man, the dynamic duo of hopefully Philly G and Young Mark, man. So come on back, man. Come on back, man. So we got sports to talk about at live at 7 p.m. live right here on YouTube, man. And again, you guys entertained today. Hit that thumbs up for Rockstar Rock, the dog, and Mr. Young Mark, man. Everybody around the world, man. I'll have to tell you today, man. Everybody around the world, man, never fight mental health alone. Never fight it alone, man. And wherever you go and whatever you do, please be safe and stay safe. And that's an order.